New Thought Media Network proudly presents Realizing Wholeness with Dr. Ali Benjamin. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Live on New Thought Media Network and YouTube.com. Now, let's join Dr. Ali in Realizing Wholeness.
Hello and welcome to Realizing Wholeness. I'm Ali Benjamin, and it is my great joy to be here every Thursday, almost every Thursday. Took a couple off. So thanks for being here tonight. And if this is your first time, welcome, and welcome back if you join me for meditation and prayer and insight. Welcome back. So we're all about tuning in and tuning up on our spiritual path and inspiring minds, healing hearts, transforming lives, and expanding consciousness. And we do this each and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And this show is produced by the New Thought Media Network. Thank you very much. And it is sponsored by Satya. Satya Center is located at the top of Utah in Ogden, and we are a center that provides inspiration and support for those that are seeking to go a little deeper on their spiritual path, maybe get some inspiration, and those that are really interested in healing and growing and serving. And so welcome from our hearts to yours. So this week's focus and practice is on energy and alignment. And the title of the show today is Vibrational Alignment. And so we're going to talk about that a little bit and then do a spiritual practice, do some meditation, a little activation. And so I chose a quote from Einstein, and it says, "Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not a philosophy. This is physics." And so that's what Albert Einstein had to say. So we are energetic beings, and we can feel this energy coursing through our bodies. We can feel this energy when we get embarrassed, we turn red. So there's this connection between the energy within us, what we're experiencing on the outside world, and how we react to that. We're all connected. Everything is connected. And so once we understand that we're energetic beings, that we live in this energetic universe, we can do a lot with that. We can understand that we can focus our energy and our attention on that which we want. And so just like the quote says, when we match our frequency to what we want, then we naturally draw that experience to us. For instance, if we want to have more joy in our lives, then we realize that we have to bring the energy of joy alive within us. And we can do that by merely focusing our attention on that, thinking about things that we love to do that bring us joy, or memories that we've had where we experienced great joy in the past. And all of that, whether it's using the power of our imagination or using the power of our focus of attention, all of that brings that energy more vibrantly alive within us. And that's what we want. If we want to be experiencing more joy and happiness, then we have to be able to see through the eyes of joy. We have to be a vibrational match to that frequency. Because if we're wishing and wanting to have more joy in our lives, but we're feeling miserable and down, then we're not a vibrational match. So then it's our job to do whatever we can do in our lives to bring ourselves into a higher vibration. I like to think of a circle, and across the middle of the circle there's a line. And below the line are the lower frequencies or the lower energies. And then above the line, think of it as the higher energies, the higher vibrational things. So the more positive things. And if you bring your attention to the things in your life that bring you joy or stimulate you in some way, then we're moving our energy above the line. And that's where we want to be most of the time. Of course, we're going to have our times when we sink below the line, when we feel sadness or we've had some bad news, and that brings us into some more heavier kinds of thinking. We're going to linger down there in that lower vibration, and that's totally part of life. We do that. We ride the roller coasters of ups and downs. But when we go into a really creative place, let's say we're visualizing our future, we're planning our future, it's best to be in that higher space, in that place of positivity, of hopefulness, of joy, of loving kindness. And when we're in that place, we're more likely to attract those kinds of experiences. You've probably seen this in your world. You can feel it when someone walks into your space that's in a good mood. And unless you're really committed to being in a bad mood, your mood is like because of that person and because of their energy, because of their mood. And so likewise, if someone comes into your space with heavy energy, we can feel that. And it takes a little bit more effort to maintain the energy of joy or peace when the energy of let's say anger or sadness comes in. And so we're constantly being challenged by our environment, by the people that we're with, that come into our space that will impact us, because they're energetic beings, we're energetic beings, we have the ability to feel each other's energy. And once you become aware of this, which you probably are if you're watching this show, which is about meditation and spirituality, then you're likely to already know this. But if you're like me, it's always helpful to have a reminder. So that's really why I'm here, is to be a little reminder and to bring you into a place for 30 minutes to be able to raise your vibration, to raise your energy. And so that's what we're going to be doing in our little activation meditation in just a few minutes. Another thing to know is that we're creative beings, that everything is created twice, in the mind and then in reality. We use our creative abilities to imagine what it is we want to create, and then to give our energy and attention to those things that we've imagined or dreamed or we've established as a goal or an intention. And so knowing that we're creative beings, knowing that you have the ability to think of the things you want to create, whether it's new relationships, whether it's a new job, or to create a new environment, maybe do some interior decoration, we have the ability to focus our attention on the things that we want to create, the things that we want to change, and then to bring about those changes by maintaining the frequency or the vibration or the energy of that thing that we want to create. It sounds very simple, and it is. We're doing it all the time, whether we're doing it consciously or unconsciously. We're always creating something because we're always thinking. Unless we're not, maybe through meditation, or we're deeply absorbed into doing something and we're not doing a lot of thinking, then we go into a more neutral zone. And that's a really lovely place to be, because when we're in that neutral zone, then we have the ability to really realize our wholeness. And that's what this show is all about, realizing wholeness. Because yes, we are energetic beings, and yes, we're creative beings, but at the very deepest level, let's say on a spiritual level, not on the level of the physicality, not on the level of our thinking, but on a spiritual level, we are whole, complete, and perfect. We have everything that we need in order to not only live, but thrive. That there's nothing that gets in our way, really, other than our own thinking. And maybe the life that we've created, that can get in the way of realizing our wholeness, our ability to tap into our creative energy, our ability to change our circumstances by changing our minds. All of us have the ability to do this because we're naturally whole, complete, and perfect on that deeper dimension, that ineffable spiritual dimension of who we really are. But we're here, we're physical beings, we've incarnated onto this planet, and so many of us forget this innate wholeness or this true identity because we get distracted by the physical phenomena and the mental phenomena that is occurring in our heads, and the people sharing that around us that are sharing all kinds of thoughts and opinions with us. So we get consumed, we get overwhelmed by all of this world around us, and we sometimes fall asleep to our spiritual nature, our deeper awareness. And so that's what we're going to look at this evening. And here's that quote: everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not a philosophy. This is physics, said Albert Einstein. And so we're going to explore that, our ability to realize that we are energy, and to realize our wholeness, and to realize that we are creative beings and we're always doing it. And if we're constantly thinking and constantly creating our reality, then it makes sense that we are more mindful of what we think about, because what we think about comes about. What we think about comes about. And that's why it's so important to establish yourself as a positive, creative thinker, because you are the creator of your experience. So if you're thinking above the line, positive, expansive, beautiful thoughts, then that's the experience that you're generating. It's as though you're impressing those energies, those positive energies, into reality, and then reality is a mirroring back to you. But if we slip down below the line and we linger in the energy of doubt, uncertainty, fear, anxiety, then we have a tendency to experience that. The universe simply does us the favor of mirroring back to us the predominant thoughts we're thinking and the predominant energy we're vibrating at. And so the good news is you are in control of this. You're in control of the thoughts you think and the energy you generate. You're in charge of the things that you place as intentions in your world, the goals you establish, the dreams you dream up. All of these things we get to do, and so does everybody. We all have the ability to focus our energy, to dream a new life, whatever that might be, and then to go about putting those thoughts and the emotions that come with them. So let's say you're thinking of a new and beautiful home, and you start to visualize that in your meditation. You start to talk about this new home with your friends and your family, and you start to sort of be receptive to planning that. Maybe you research on the internet, maybe you look at magazines, maybe you pay attention while you're watching movies or television or whatever you do to get ideas. And you start to really pay attention, and then things come your way. People share their ideas. You start to be paying attention as you're driving around and seeing the kinds of architecture that's out there. And you start to really get this new house really in your field. And the universe starts showing you, because you're paying attention, to particular kinds of regions that you might want to live in, places, towns, cities in the country. And you start to bring that into your field. And then what happens is you get emotionally turned on by those things. You start to feel joy. You start to feel happiness based on these things that are being attracted, that you're attracting and you're researching, things that are showing up in your field. So there's this physical, visual component to it. There's these feelings that are associated with it. And then you are taking the actions. And so this is the important part of realizing a new vision. You start to think and feel and act in certain ways that line up. You become a vibrational match to that thing that you're seeking, the new home. And this is how you become a master manifester or a master co-creator with the universe. You start to think in a certain way, you start to feel in a certain way, and you start to act in a certain way. And then experiences that align with those thoughts, those feelings, and those actions start to materialize in your field. So why don't we jump right in and do a little meditation here and harness your energy to those things that you're coming into alignment with. All right, so why don't you close your eyes for a moment? You've got another 10 minutes. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. And turn your awareness inside and down, activating the local mind and the non-local mind. The local mind is your ability to think, to process, to imagine, to visualize. And then the non-local mind is the greater mind, the infinite mind of possibilities and potentialities and wisdom. And so as you bring your awareness to this greater mind, in essence, you're saying, yes, I'm open to realize infinite potentials, possibilities. And now drop your attention down into your heart, to the local heart, all of your feelings, all of the things that you love. And now expand the local heart to the non-local heart, the greater love, the greater power. And start to realize that it's not just you. You're connected to the greater love of the universe. And now drop your attention and your awareness down into your body, the local body, all that you are in the physical. And then expand out to the non-local, to everything that is physical, the greater world. And start to feel your connection with everything and everyone. And so as we activate these energies within us, our ability to think, our ability to love, our ability to be physically present. And as we align these centers, we become even more powerful in terms of creation. And so I want you to imagine the life you want to be living, a life that you would love to live, and start to not only imagine this life, but to feel yourself present within this new reality. See yourself having fun, doing things that you love to do, being the person that you want to be, transcending the lower energies of doubt and fear and uncertainty, and moving up to the energies of love, serenity, courage, kindness, authenticity, non-attachment, wisdom, equanimity, courage, authentic power, visionary, right action. And as you start to align with these energies that are within you, they start to come on board and start to be alive for you. And feel that now. Feel the movement of energy as it swirls through your body, as it moves in your mind, as it expands your heart center. And you start to imagine yourself in the future having complete and constant access to these higher energies, this creativity within you to identify an intention, a goal, a vision, a life that you desire, and to feel yourself alive within that vision, within that reality. This is your new reality. And as you start to feel it in the now moment, even though it's somewhere in the future, it comes alive in the now. And so start to feel yourself living in this expanded version of your life. Start to experience yourself as interacting with the world, with these powerful energies online and engaged within you right now. Serenity, loving kindness, truthfulness, authentic power, wisdom, courage, grace. And as they start to become familiar to you, start to say yes on the inside. And this is an internal movement of energy. It's from a maybe this is possible to a yes, this is real. I am truthful. I am courageous. All the things, just state them now with that I am phrase. I am coming into alignment with this new life. I am available to the support and guidance and the help from the universe. And as I surrender to these energies, I become a vibrational match to that which I'm seeking. I become a vibrational frequency that says yes to joy, yes to harmony, yes to creativity. And as you start to feel these energies come alive within you, as you start to harness this energy, ask yourself, what do I need to let go of in order to harness this new me, this new life, this new energy? What do I need to release and let go of? What's no longer serving me? And simply let that go. And now call in those energies that support this new vision becoming a reality in your life. I call upon the energy of loving kindness to support me on my path. I call upon the energy of courage. I call upon the energy of love. I call upon the energy of light, of wisdom, to support this emerging vision for me. And now see how this emerging vision, this new you, this new life, will impact the world around you. And visualize how you having this new life, this new reality, impacts your loved ones, impacts those around you, by you living your best life, by you being this new you, by you manifesting abundance and wealth and prosperity, how that impacts the world around you, how it uplevels your life, how it greatly impacts by your generosity of spirit everything and everyone that you encounter. You living your best life elevates everything, because everything is energy. And you realizing this new, alive, fresh, vibrant energy is a blessing to the world. And so let's move now into a prayer that all beings without exception experience a blessing from this visioning, from this activation that we've been doing together. That all beings without exception be blessed, energized by the work that we've done together today. And so I give thanks for this time together, for this vision, for this new energy that is expressing itself as each and every one of us right now. And I release this prayer, I release this meditation into the action of the law, knowing that it is done, that it is good, and it is a blessing for each and every one of us. And so it is. So I trust and know that this has supported you right where you are, that you are on track to realize your wholeness, to activate this energy in your life, that there's no limits ever to who you are and what you're becoming and what you can create. And it just takes you saying yes to whatever it is that you're seeking to create in your life and who you're willing and wanting to be. Just say yes to that. So peace and blessings to you. If you have enjoyed this and you'd like to make a donation to this ministry, you can, either at satyalive.org or Venmo, PayPal at Satya Center. And thank you so much for being here. We couldn't do this without you, and we would love to support you in any way you can. If you'd like a prayer practitioner to support you, go ahead and email us at the Satya Center at Gmail. And thanks again for being here. Peace and blessings. I'll see you on Monday. I'm doing my show with, drawing a blank. Theo. Sheila Gillette, Marcus Gillette on Monday on Growing Edge Live. I'll be interviewing them, and it's bound to be amazing. So see you then. Bye-bye.